My name is Adam Taylor, and I'm a patient of HealthSource here in Mount Vernon, and I have been now for 3 years. It's my pleasure to come here today and share my experience as a patient of this clinic and talk about how chiropractic has changed my life. But also, I want you to hear from some other people too. First, let me tell you a little bit about me. I have a severe scoliosis, and I was treated with intervention from an orthopedic surgeon through my teenage years, and they watched me progress and they watched the condition worsen, but they never did anything in the in-between to prevent the curves from worsening. I grew up in a family that believed in mainstream medicine, and they weren't believers in chiropractic. It took me until well into my adult years and a coworker to push me through the door, and I'm glad I've come. This clinic has changed my health full circle, and I think it can for you too. And today I have, as you can see, an array of guests here that are going to tell you their stories about how their lives have been touched by chiropractic. And I'm going to defer to each one of them to introduce themselves today, and we'll kind of go around the room, and we'll start with you, Elaine. Give your first and last name, and let's talk about what your experience is.
My name's Elaine Batdorf, and let's see, a year and a half ago, I was supposed to have cervical surgery, and since that time, because I had to cancel the surgery through their efforts, I would say that I'm basically pain-free in my neck, and then I also have some lower back issues that are continuing, but with their efforts, I am at least keeping it fairly comfortable.
Did you have any prior experience with chiropractic?
Yes, a lot.
So how long have you been a patient of this clinic?
Oh, wow. I would guess 3 years. I'm not really sure, but I think it's been about 3 years. But I know that they've taken care of my neck problem totally and helped me through this back problem, which is still an ongoing issue. I'm waiting for a CAT scan result Tuesday, so.
And Becky, introduce yourself for the folks out there who are watching this, and let's talk about your condition.
My name's Becky Gardner, and I have 2 total knee replacements, and they have been rehabbed here, and they're just wonderful knees. I went 2 weeks ago to my orthopedic surgeon, and he says, I don't know who your rehab people are, but they're wonderful. And it's just made, when you have knee pain and you can't walk, it's just awful. And I've just had the best success here.
So you're here for your rehab. Are you seeing the physical therapist?
I am. Deb and Jan, physical therapist, and they have just been great. Great knees.
And Marilyn, introduce yourself, and let's talk about your experience here at HealthSource Mount Vernon.
My name is Marilyn Height, and I have been coming to Dr. Swetley for 10 to 15 years, I believe. And I've had several bouts with pinched sciatic nerve, which is extremely painful. And through his help and the therapist here, they have relieved me of that pain, and I have resumed a fairly normal life. I'm still struggling somewhat with it, but they have helped me tremendously. And
Shirley, introduce yourself, and let's talk about your experience.
My name is Shirley Hilliard, and years ago I came to Dr. Swetley, and he helped me at that time. And since then I've had back surgery, and the girls here have just been wonderful. I told them one time, they not only help me physically, they help me mentally, because they're good gals, and they do everything they can, and I feel so much better now that I have let Jan and Deb work on me.
And Aida, I see you in here often while I'm in here. Tell us about you, give us your name, and talk about your experience here.
Well, my name is Aida Burris. I've been coming to Dr. Swetley for, I imagine, around 5 years. When I came here, my back was so bad. I have been going to chiropractors all my life, really. And I'd go in for a treatment, and I'd come out with the same pain. I came here, the first time I came here, I came at the suggestion of my friend, who said, you must go to Dr. Swetley. So I made the appointment that very same day, and the next day I came for the appointment. I was really in pain. I went into him, and my life has been completely, utterly changed. When the first time I went to him, I came out of his office pain-free. I'm not exaggerating. I really mean that. There were times when I would get up in the morning and I couldn't even get out of bed. My back was so bad. And another thing I want to say is his dedication to his patients. He's the most caring doctor I have ever known. He gets up at 3:30 in the morning in order to come here and have a patient wanting treatment at 5:30. That to me is dedication.
Indeed.
I can't say enough about him. To me, he's just a miracle worker.
The entire staff, it's safe to say, goes the extra mile here. But like Aida, do we have anyone else here who has experience with other chiropractors or practitioners in the past?
Yes.
Relate your previous experiences, not mentioning names, of course, but
Well, this
relate
is
your
in
previous
Pennsylvania,
experience.
so. But I like their gentle approach, both the chiropractic and Deb's. I went to Deb years and years and years ago before I had my back surgery, and I loved what she did. I mean, it just washes the pain away, so that's what I feel like anyway. And their chiropractic approach is much gentler, and you know, I've been very pleased with them, and I can't wait to get here every week.
Anyone else here ever been to another chiropractor?
Yes,
before?
I've gone to chiropractors for years. I've always called what I call secretary's neck, because I've been going to chiropractor since I was a secretary many, many years ago. But the kind of chiropractors back then, I call them bone crunchers.
Exactly.
Because they would twist and, you know, you'd hear your bones cracking and all that kind of stuff. And that always concerned me, because I thought, what is going on inside? So, and I started coming to Dr. Swetlake, and I think his whole team with what he does, and then when he's through with his form of therapy and manipulating, he doesn't do the bone crunching, thank goodness, or I wouldn't be here. Plus, he has his therapist who help. So I think all of it put together has definitely helped us all heal and come to where we are now. At least we can move and we're still up and walking.
So you like the activator technique, the clicking mechanism, as opposed to the manual?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I had a chiropractor rupture two discs with the other procedure.
Yes,
Oh, my
I've been
He actually
bruised
ruptured my two
by
discs.
other chiropractors who were so hard on me that I had terribly black bruising
Yes.
on my back.
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, under this roof, the incorporation of massage therapy, the physical therapy, using a multifaceted approach to chiropractic, how many of you get benefit from sitting with Scott Summerley, the licensed massage therapist here? Has anyone experienced Scott's muscle work?
Yep.
What can you say for Scott's work?
He has a little deeper massage
Yes.
than Deb does, and I loved it when I could handle it, but I can't handle it now.
Well, Scott is called in when there's some serious lockup.
Oh, I love
I
it,
can
though.
recognize
I love
it
it if I could handle it, but
I like his massages, but he only gives me 3 minutes.
I know. I asked him to come to the house before, but he wouldn't do that.
I've tried to bribe him into 6, but it's always free.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, is going to the chiropractor inspiring to you in other ways? Like, you know, I want to be less reliant on medication, or I want to try to take charge of my health a little more. Can anyone here speak to that at all?
I would like to say something about the knee rehab that I experienced with the two ladies. I've known a lot of people that get brand new knees, and it seems that a lot of people rely on canes for a long time, They rely on crutches and walkers even. And at 2 weeks, all of mine were gone, both knees. And I just think that's a miracle. Miracle workers.
Magic fingers.
Yes.
Let me ask you folks, if I had to say on a scale of 1 to 10, degree of improvement that you've seen in your condition that you came in the door for, what would you say on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most improvement and 1 being the least?
A 10 on my neck, and it's difficult for my back, I guess. 5, like today. Today I came in with a lot of pain. I walked out with probably 50% less pain.
What about you, Becky?
I would say 10 plus, because 2 weeks ago I went for my 1-year checkup on my knee and it was 120 plus on both knees. And he just said that. It's just wonderful.
And Marilyn, how would you best describe your response to treatment?
Very good. Very, very well. I'd say right now I'm a 10. And I was just getting back on the road to recovery back in, I guess it was January, and I slipped on that wonderful ice. So I kind of had to start all over again, but they brought me out of it, and I'd say right now I'm a 10. Today's good.
Shirley, how would you best describe your recovery?
It's been great. It was suggested to me recently that I would have knee surgery. And I have heart problems, so it's more to it than just having your knee operated on. So I come over and talk to Deb. She's working on my knee, and I feel 80% better than I did. No surgery.
That's wonderful. And Aida, overall, your recovery, since you've come through the door, how would you best describe your recovery?
My recovery?
Yeah. How would you best describe your response to the treatment here at HealthSource?
It's a miracle. Because I spent so many years going to chiropractors and I wasn't helped in any way. At times I'd have to get a friend to drive me to the chiropractor's office. She'd help me in and out, no difference. And may I say one more thing about his dedication?
Certainly.
If a patient calls him over the weekend, which is 2 days off, he comes and opens his office for that one patient.
That is dedication. Would you all recommend this clinic to your friends and your family?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I'd like to put
I have.
ad in the paper.
Yeah, I have to.
One more question before we wrap up a round table today. Would you say that you're able to do things now that you were not previously able to do, Elaine?
Definitely, yeah.
What about you, Becky?
I just, an hour ago, got home from 2 days at Kalahari Water Park with my granddaughters
Wow.
with 2 brand new knees, and I think that's quite a testimony.
That is quite a testimony. Wow. That's great. Congratulations. And Marilyn, how about you?
Yes, I think so. I still have a lot of arthritis in my back, so you know I'll probably never ever be
Can't do too much
100%
about
again.
that, no.
But I was able to get down on my knees this afternoon to clean out my bathtub, and that's actually the first I have been able to get down on both my knees for any period of time. So
It's about appreciating those things in life
Yes.
that one day you might not be able to do, but it's
That's
fortunate
right.
that you are able to.
absolutely.
And Shirley, what about you? The things that you're able to do because of your
Oh,
treatment
yes.
here?
Working at the sink, cooking, always, it bothered my back so much. I guess being in that same position for so long. But now, I even noticed last night when I was working in the kitchen, I don't have that severe pain in my back that I did, thanks to Deb.
And Aida, would you say you have more independence because of being a patient here?
Yes. I used to have trouble with my right knee. Now he treats it every week, and I just run up and down steps just like a 20-year-old.
The testimony that you have heard here today, folks, these are real patients. These are not actors. I'm a real person. I'm a local radio personality and proud to say that I'm a patient of HealthSource here in Mount Vernon. I urge you all to use this clinic and to watch your pain go away, follow the recovery plan, and let the chiropractors and the physical therapists here take care of you. I'm Adam Taylor. Thank you for watching.